I'm here in Irving, Texas with Billy Klein with Your New Door, and we're here for a 2-day video shoot. We've been working with Billy's team because he's got an internal marketing team, so we've been partnered with them to figure out what is the best strategy. Our 2-day strategy is gonna consist of the story brand video, which we shot this morning with Billy and his wife. We wanna kind of tell that story of him, why he got started, the whole journey of Your New Door. Billy's gonna talk about it here in a little bit. Also, we've got 2 video testimonials today, and while we were at one of those testimonials, they did a new install today, so we were able to talk to that homeowner. We were able to see the door. The painter was on their way over to do some final touch-ups. We're about to do some interview questions with Billy. As far as working with his team, we kind of got them to look at the top keywords that were their money keywords as far as SEO, because we want to create content, and then we'll turn that into blogs, or his team will turn that into blogs and other content that could also be used for top of funnel, for paid ads. And then we're going to work on some middle of funnel stuff. That's where we're, the trust and credibility comes from. And bottom of the funnel, we're going to work with Billy and his team on some possible ads in the future. So Billy, kind of talk about what the experience has been like and why you had us out here to do this.
Well, the experience has been really easy for me because I'm not a very good visionary when it comes to this type of stuff. I understand it well. I understand why it's necessary. I understand how we, need to go about it to get things. There's a lot that goes in on the back end to put something like this together, like thinking about SEO and projects and testimonials and all the things. And I don't have the bandwidth for that. So being able to hire you guys to come in and kind of give us a checklist and put it all together to where I could wrap my head around it and just show up where you can ask me the questions and do the things. I don't have to think a lot about what we're doing or why we're doing it or anything like that. You kind of laid it all out on the front side. I understood what was all important. And then Chris has made it so easy to just talk and be me. I love it.
So Chris is our director of video, and he does do a phenomenal job prepping the customer, kind of letting them know what to expect. And on that topic, so that is one of the types of content pieces that some of our clients ask us to shoot, is the what to expect videos. So in Billy's case, we're going to be shooting content around what can his customers expect whenever they want to go through the process, whether it's repairing a door or getting a custom door, made for them. What is that going to be like? So think about that, whatever type of business you have out there, when it comes to your service page videos, which should be your money pages on your website. When someone lands there, there's a bunch of content there. Think about how much of that content the customer is actually going to consume. And you've got all those words on the page and the facts and questions and things like that. That's for Google, right? That's to meet their standards. But think about what that experience would be like if they could watch a video and it would not only tell them the stuff that's listed down below on the page, but it could tell them what are the next steps going to be like. When I can watch a video and I can see some B-roll of, hey, look, if you're looking for a custom door, you've come to the right place. Here's what the steps are like, right? They would click here or they would call this number, and then y'all would kind of tell them what do those steps look like, right?
It makes a lot of sense. As a consumer, when I go to a website, if I can find something that's helpful, it's a much better experience than, finding something that, there's 6 words in a sentence in a blog that was written by AI.
Yep.
The majority of the people that visit your website, especially if they're going through Google to find you, they're not going to land on your landing page first. They're going to land on something relevant to what they're looking for,
Correct.
to their requests, right? Yep. So whatever they search, they're going to land on a page that is relevant to that search, and it's most likely not going to be your home page. So having these videos on these relevant keyword service type pages is a no-brainer. I think everyone should do it.
So Billy mentioned the EEAT. So, listen, one thing that we're going to be working with Billy's team on tomorrow is going to be these on-the-job videos. That's what we've named them, but it's essentially going to be the jobs that Billy's team is going to be doing in the future. So think about it. So in this case, Billy and his team here at Your New Door does repair and replacement. They do your typical standard doors, and they do custom doors, right? I think we've got a custom door behind us here. And so when you want those keywords, and you've got people here in Dallas searching for, custom home door in Dallas, Texas, well, that's going to be a big keyword. There's going to be hundreds of people searching for that. So when you can create content around that, that's going to be great. That'll tell the experiences, hey, we make custom doors. Here's what our process is. This is how we do it. Here's how long we've been doing it. And they could range from this price to this price. But now let me take it one step further. A way to to rank what we believe to even rank better would be creating content around an actual custom door installation in all of the different cities that y'all service around here. And I believe y'all service pretty much all of DFW, right?
Pretty much everything pretty much south of Interstate 30 and just a little bit. There's a few pockets south of Interstate 30 as long as they're not too far out.
And so the content that you don't have to have this, you know, super expensive videographer to go out there with you, and you don't need this expensive camera equipment. What you need is just someone to tell the story of what that job was about. How did the customer contact you? What did they contact you for? What was the solution that y'all offered to them, and what did they go with? And then you get B-roll, right? So the technician could take their phone and video what you're talking about that experience was
I want
like.
to jump in right there. He just listed out basically his framework. And for a guy like me, who this isn't my jam, right? Like social media and content and all the things, like I said earlier, I understand it. I understand why it's important and all the things. But to have someone like you that can come in and give us a framework to work off of, a checklist basically,
right,
makes it so much easier for someone like me who, when I sit at my desk and I'm doing Google or whatever, searching on the topic, trying to figure this out, watching YouTube videos, and in my head, I'm making a checklist. I got to have a camera. I got to hire a camera guy. I got to do all this and all this. But for you to come in and just distill it down to its least common denominator, to a framework, that's how I do everything here in my business, is a framework. What is the least framework that we can put in place to make it work and make it pay? And then we'll make it better as we go. And content is one of those things that I understand. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just got to get it out.
Right.
And the more authentic, the better.
You're trying to tell a story to a certain audience that is expecting a certain quality. But when you are trying to drive top of funnel awareness, whether that's just branding or if that is eventually going to drive them down to some kind of call to action, they want to know who you are. They want to know what the person is look like that's going to come to their home. They want to see jobs that you've done. I don't care if you're a roofer, a plumber, you do doors, you're an HVAC person. They want to see what that experience is like, and they want to hear from your customers and what that experience is like. And guess what? Not only will the people on social media, your potential future customers appreciate it, Google will really appreciate it, because that's that whole experience and authoritativeness that they really, really want. So if you're interested, or you want to speak to us about our 2-day video shoot or anything that we do, please reach out. I want to thank Billy and his team for allowing us to come in here and shoot this content, and stick around. We'll be showing you a lot of the stuff, behind the scenes stuff that we've been able to create here at your new door.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, man.